What are some of the measures that Expo 2020 Dubai is implementing for HSE, and how do they affect the contractors working on site? Let's find out in this episode of Construction Week in Focus with me, the editor of Construction Week, Neha Bhatia. Expo 2020 Dubai is one of the Middle East's largest construction projects at the moment. 190 countries have confirmed their participation for the event, which will be the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia's first World Expo when it opens its doors on 20 October 2020. But critical to its preparations is the construction work that is currently underway at its 4.38 km square site in Dubai, where thousands of workers are building the structures that will go on to become the architectural and infrastructural highlights of Expo 2020 Dubai. As Emma Seymour, Vice President of Worker Welfare at Expo 2020 Dubai says, the health and safety of these people is the #1 priority. In an exclusive article for Construction Week, Seymour explained the measures that Expo 2020 Dubai is implementing to ensure that worker welfare is adequately delivered at the site. Expo 2020 currently has 10 main contractors and approximately 200 subcontractors working on site. More than 60 million work hours have already been completed for the project, and this figure is expected to rise to around 130 million by the time the build has finished. 130 million is approximately 50 million more than the number of hours completed ahead of the opening ceremony of London 2012 Olympics. Expo 2020 Dubai's Better Together strategy focuses on collaboration to ensure world-class HSQE and worker welfare standards. Some highlights of the HSE program include the 10-point worker welfare policy, strict adherence to UAE law, and additional requirements that are bound into every Expo contract. For example, contractors are required to provide free Wi-Fi for workers. Expo's worker welfare team regularly monitors and audits contractors and third parties working on its site. Several internationally renowned bodies have also been brought in to support HSE oversight, such as the UK's Health and Safety Executive, risk consultancy Control Risks, and audit firm PwC. But before a company can even bid for an Expo 2020 contract, it must complete a detailed questionnaire about its worker welfare practices. Once it's invited to tender, the firm must agree to an accommodation audit and inspection of its headquarters by Expo's worker welfare team. Within 3 months of the contractor starting work on the Expo site, the company is audited again. From this point, all companies must submit regular status reports and undergo monthly project reviews as well as in-depth audits every 6 months. Expo 2020 Dubai does not award contracts to companies that cannot commit to these requirements, according to Seymour. But of course, all of this is a small part of a far wider and much more comprehensive HQSE strategy that Expo 2020 Dubai is implementing. To read Emma Seymour's full piece on worker welfare at Expo 2020 Dubai, please visit our website constructionweekonline.com. That's all from us for now. You've been watching Construction Week in Focus, a twice-weekly show covering the Middle East construction sector. Please remember to like this video and share it with your friends and colleagues to raise their awareness of HSE at Expo 2020. We'll be back again later this week. Until then, thanks very much for watching and goodbye.